is that in 536, we think the world fucking ended.
Really? 536?
536. 536, what we think happened based on Children of Ash and Elm definitely sounds like it was in El Salvador.
Really?
3 volcanoes, probably like in the Americas, went off in the same year from the end of 535 to 536. These volcanoes then covered northern Europe, like the northwest of Europe, where these German people are running around and migrating because everything's going crazy, for 3 years, blocking out essentially the sun. Happens. Now, the reason why we started there is going back to Ragnarok. Ragnarok is the end of the world. But you can see the similarities there. Ragnarok is 3 years before the world is completely destroyed and has to be reborn. This thing that we think happened in 536 lasted for 3 years. It's called the worst. 536 is called the worst year to ever be a human, like to ever be alive, because nobody had a good time. So
Really?
I think this Ragnarok story, which is the end of the world, is actually the birth of this new form of Scandinavian culture. Like, it's the reworking of their mythology. So instead of like Christianity, which, you know, followed a linear path, and then later on somebody started creating what they think is going to happen at the end of the world, right? The Exodus, or not Exodus, what do you call it?
This would be the Revelation?
The Revelation.
Yeah, so John saw a prophetic dream, and that's why we wrote
Right.
the book of Revelation, and this would be...
I think Norse mythology is written in reverse. I think it starts with the end of the world, because they had to
Interesting.
understand what happened, so they built it into, maybe this is like a cyclical
Wow.
weird thing, right?
So that's hella cool.
So that's kind of like where I'm at with this. I've heard some other historians allude to that, but not like fully commit, because they're historians and they can't do that kind of stuff.